Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. I usually talk about all things beauty. Staying along those lines, I recently had a MOXI laser treatment done. I'm a little over 2 weeks out. The reason I had this done is because I've been really struggling with melasma on the tops of my cheeks. In other recent videos, you'll be able to see some of that pigmentation. I'll also attach a few photos here. After doing research, I realized that Moxy was going to be the best thing to target melasma. Over the past year, I've been working on my skin, doing chemical peels. I also did a round of microchanneling and using lightening serums at home. Nothing seemed to work, and this summer, it seemed like my skin was becoming more and more sensitive. I was using SPF, but it ended up getting really dark. That was when I decided I needed to look into some other options because I was feeling pretty defeated with how my skin was looking, even though I'd been spending so much money and time and energy on trying to treat the melasma. MOXI Laser is a non-ablative laser, which means it doesn't go that deep into the skin. It's best for people with early signs of aging that want to rejuvenate their skin, help with skin texture, and then of course melasma. If you have years and years of sun damage and deeper pigmentation, I would recommend even a more intense laser option. I saw a lot of girls in their 20s doing MOXI Laser and their skin already looked really good, so it was hard for me to really see their results, which is why I wanted to do a deeper dive into my journey. The nurse actually said that mine was in the medium range rather than light or too deep. The thing that also drew me to this treatment was the minimal downtime, which means that your skin can recover within about 7 to 10 days, and you can go out in public pretty quickly after, so that's nice. You could go out in public with any of the lasers, but you do have to really be careful about sun protection, and also your skin is looking a little crazy, so you might be embarrassed to go out in public. Overall, I would highly recommend Moxy to somebody who's looking to even out their skin tone and also the texture of the skin. I feel like my skin has really never looked better. My only regret is that I wish I would have done it sooner, like last year. If you're interested in doing any laser treatments, I highly suggest doing your own research and figuring out which laser would be the best for you. But if you're watching this video, that means you've probably already done some research and you're leaning towards Moxy. Spoiler again, I highly recommend it, would do it again.
Good morning. Today's the day that I'm getting the MOXI laser done. I have a feeling that they'll tell me I need to get a series of 3, but it's so expensive. I just want to try one time and see if it can help with lightening before I commit to 2 more. Here's a close-up of my skin right now. The most hyperpigmentation I have is right on the cheeks, right in this area. I have a pretty dark spot that's been growing for the last 2 years on this side of my face, and then I also have some lighter sun damage just on the top of my forehead. I'll check back in an hour after I get it done. I'll also see if I can try to get any footage of me doing it too for you. I had it done at SkinPharm. This is a little bit of their interiors, and then here's what the Moxy looks like. This is me with the numbing cream on and waiting about 20 to 30 minutes before going in with the treatment. We are 1 hour out. My skin is still kind of numb from the numbing cream they put on. I watched a video of a girl who didn't even put numbing cream on, and that is just shocking to me. It was painful, but it was bearable. I feel like if I didn't have numbing cream, I probably would have had to stop. So I'm pretty impressed that that girl went without anything at all. The nurse practitioner, her name is Leighton, she made sure to give me a lot of extra time to let that numbing cream do its job before she went in on my face. My skin is feeling very inflamed. It feels like a very bad sunburn. Not a minimal sunburn, but like a very, very intense sunburn. After moving, I like feel the pain after the movement. Again, it's a bearable pain. I'm not like gonna cry about it, but I'm definitely feeling the pain of it. Now I'm just gonna go lay in a cold, dark room. I don't wanna go too crazy with the fans. I've heard some people will put fans on their faces, and then once they remove the fan, then their face really heats up. So I think it's better to not go too crazy with blowing fans on your face. That does sound really good though, but I'm gonna try to make sure that my skin can acclimate. I did wear a hat and sunglasses and had my hood up upon leaving the treatment, and I was a little bit worried about the bacteria on my hat. When I put that hat on, that kind of stressed me out, but I didn't know what would be worse. What's worse, having sun contact or having the bacteria from my hat? So anyway, I didn't think about that before I left the treatment room. She did not put any sunscreen on me. She really didn't put anything on me post. I'm not sure if they're supposed to. My skin just feels really like fragile right now, so I do think putting anything on would feel really intense for the skin. And I'm gonna give myself a few hours to decompress and just chill for a little bit. It's officially been a few hours since I've gotten back. My face still looks pretty irritated, but it feels way better than the last little clip. My skin is starting to feel pretty tight. I don't have a desire to put moisturizer on just because I'm scared to touch my face. I am starting to notice a little bit of swelling. She did tell me that tomorrow morning I'll probably be pretty swollen in my eyes because that's really where she targeted. Overall, my face is feeling a lot better. I'm a lot more comfortable. Even after, I'd say, hour 2, I felt so much better. I think it was that initial first hour of just wanting to be in a cool, dark room. Now I feel like I can go about normal daily tasks. Recovery so far is feeling pretty good. I'll do a close-up. Before I left, she was already starting to notice that darkness getting darker there, which is a good thing. I'm already starting to form all of these little specks. I don't know if you can see this, but there's like lines across, and that's where she went with the laser. So she first went this way and then went this direction. It's officially day 1 post laser. I currently have my blinds down. I'm trying to avoid the sun as much as possible, so I just turned on a little extra light so we can see what it's looking like. You can see all of these tiny little dots on my skin where the laser penetrated. You can see it from further away. All of the darkened pigmentation should begin to flake off within 4 days, I want to say. I'll move over to the natural light so we can see what it looks like over here. That's a little better. We are on day 2. Here's what it looks like from far away. I've been told it looks like bruising. When you get up close, you can really see all these teeny tiny little puncture holes. It doesn't hurt at all. It's like the teeniest little bit itchy. It feels like sandpaper. I've just been reapplying SPF and moisturizer. I'm probably doing moisturizer 1 to 3 times a day. Also still avoiding the sun. Day 3. We're almost done with day 4, day 5. I feel like I've been really careful with cleansing. I didn't want to rub too hard because they tell you not to, but I kind of feel like it's really sticking to my skin. These aren't really coming off. I'm hoping that by day 5, 6, these start to really come off of my skin because I'm getting a little antsy about having all of these little dots on my face. I really want to scrub it off now. I'm starting to see some of the areas where the pigmentation is loosening. You can see some gaps where things are starting to fall off. I got the laser on a Wednesday. It's now Sunday night. I've been super consistent about the SPF and really gently cleansing my face, but I feel like I'm borderline too gently cleansing. I don't even feel like I'm getting all of the SPF off when I cleanse at night. I'm looking forward to seeing some of these big pieces coming off of my face soon. It's now day 5, 6 of healing. There's a huge difference since the last time I checked in. It all really started coming off yesterday, last night when I was cleansing my face. They tell you not to exfoliate, but when I'm rubbing the washcloth, that's when all of it really was coming off in chunks. They didn't really fall off naturally for me. Maybe a little bit as I was sleeping, like rubbing off of my pillow and stuff like that. As you can see, I still have some mins on this outer perimeter of the face. You can see the blotches of where they are. Definitely quite a bit up here on my forehead still. I think with cleansing, I could see a lot of this coming off tomorrow, which would be about day 7. I think some people have this come off of their face sooner. It definitely took a full 7 days to really see some of the results. I'll check back in about 10 days once everything's gone, and I'll do a close-up of what it's looking like before and after as well. I'm noticing that the skin underneath feels baby soft. It feels incredible. My skin looks really good and glowy and fresh when I work out. I do notice that my face flushes more easily. Overall, I'm really liking the results. I definitely felt like it was more downtime than I had anticipated, and I felt like my under eyes were so dark. It was kind of like awkward going out in public like that. I had some clients that I had to go to and do their makeup. I want to look really professional, and I feel like having a bunch of dots all over my face can be kind of distracting when I'm up close doing someone's makeup, which definitely is not ideal. I'm still seeing some melasma where I was hoping that it would completely go away. I'm sad that I can still kind of see some of that. I think that I'll probably have to get another treatment, and hopefully by that other treatment it would officially be removed. This is 11 days post laser. I do have SPF on my skin. That's adding some of the glow. I'll show you a before and after. Here's what it looks like before and then after. This is again the 11-day mark. My skin is glowing. I think I forgot to add how much this treatment was. I believe it was around $700 for the one, but I did get a discount because I went to someone new, so I was able to get 20% off my first treatment. So I think that took this down to about $560 for the total.
This concludes my Moxy journey for now. I really haven't been wearing much makeup at all. What I do, I am feeling so much better and less insecure about the pigment on my cheeks. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.